Hey everybody, Matt here. This is going to be a video on cleaning new guns. Now, this is kind of a repeat of a video I did here about 1.5 to 2 years ago. One of my first videos on my channel that I don't think hardly anybody's watched. And I thought I'd do a kind of a refresher on it. Got a little gun porn here for you. These are 3 examples of guns that you would want to clean when you pick them up. Now obviously only 2 of these guns would you ever be able to buy new. Obviously most of the gun, it's a surplus rifle. They haven't made them for a very long time. And you're not going to be able to pick them up new. But it is a good example of a gun you want to clean as soon as you get it. Okay? Now I've got a couple other pistols here. This is a SIG and a Taurus. Both really good examples of why you need to clean a gun when you buy it brand new. There's a lot of new gun owners out there in the last 2 to 3 years who have never, you know, they're just new to the firearms, the hobby, whatever you want to call it. They've never owned a gun before, and they're just buying their first guns. Okay, they're buying their first, whether it's rifle, pistol, whatever. They have no previous experience with firearms, and while they know about cleaning, they don't understand that a new gun needs to be cleaned just as much as a gun that's already been used. And I'm gonna go over the reasons why. It's real simple. Gun grease. Okay, if you've got any firearms experience with new guns, you know what gun grease is. It's the crap they pack into guns at the factory to basically keep the gun from having any rusting issues or any other problems during the shipping and sitting process, you know, because these gun manufacturers don't know how long it's going to take necessarily sometimes to get to where it needs to go. Okay, how long is this gun going to sit in a warehouse? How long is this gun going to sit on the shelf at the, you know, or in the glass case at the gun store or the sporting goods store? How long is it going to take before it gets sold online? You know, gun manufacturers don't know that, so they pack their guns with gun grease. Sometimes it's the lithium grease, sometimes it's the silicone-based stuff. And essentially, what you'll look for is you're going to look for grease packed all in here under the slide, you know, up here around the front of the firing pin, down in here close to the feed ramps. You know, if you take the gun apart, you'll see the gun grease just kind of floating around in there. Different companies use different colored gun grease. Anybody who's ever owned a SIG knows when you buy your SIG brand new and you go to the back, you look, what do you got here shoved underneath the hammer back here? You got white grease shoved in there. Looks like fucking mayonnaise. You got to get that stuff out. And the reason is because you're going to take that gun out and you're going to fire it, and the first however many rounds are going to go perfectly fine. But then after about 50 to 100 rounds, what's going to happen? Well, all that gunpowder that just gets your gun dirty anyway is going to start mixing with that grease, and it's going to start to form what I call, for lack of a better term, gun mud. Okay, it's a greasy, gritty mixture of gunpowder and grease, and it's going to start to jam up your action. Okay, and it's going to cause problems. Now, it's nothing big. It's not going to screw up your firearm permanently, but it is something that could have been avoided if you just cleaned your firearm in the first place when you got it home and took it out of the box. It's not very hard. You know, anybody who's owned a firearm knows how to clean a gun. Same thing, strip it down, take it apart, clean it just as you always would, and get all that grease off. Just something I wanted to put out there because, like I said, there's a lot of people who I've run into personally and on YouTube who buy a new gun and just don't realize they need to clean it, and it is a very important step. There are some manufacturers that actually put that in the manual, but in all honesty, a lot of people don't look in the manual when they buy a gun, especially not a lot of new gun owners. And it's just something I want to put out there and, you know, hopefully save you guys a little headache down the road when you're buying that new pistol and you have it jam up and you don't know why. Give it a good cleaning first and go from there. So anyway, that's it. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll talk to you later.